Hello all. No idea what happened there. Hello all. No idea what happened there. Hello all. Oh, have I got the loop on? Let's mute that. Crikey. Must have been a while, I think. Must have been a while. How the devil are we? Are we all right? That's kind of quiet now, isn't it? There you go. How's that? Can you hear me? Dearie me. I say. And all that sort of thing. Right, what have we got there? So have we got anything there? Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Hear me? Got me all right and everything? So, here we are. We're going to attempt to do a little procrastination. I've no idea how it's going to go, seeing as everything seems to have gone a bit nuts as far as... Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Is that better or is that better? One of those. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. Who knows? Crikey, that was a little bit fun, wasn't it? Okay, this looks like the YouTube version of this isn't... Is that happening? I see. Who knows? There we go. Yes, so... As long as you can all hear me. Dulcets, thank you. Yes, they're about the same. That's fine. Right then, who's on Twitch? Hello, Kate. Hello, Adrian Rose 24. Hello, Eamon Cypher. Hello, Yompa. Hello, Kiralius. Hello, Nicky Bicky. Hello, Captain Coke Can. Hello, Sasha. Hope you're well. Hello, Dust Duck. Hello, Fairfax Dig. Who else we got? Yes, Adrian. Yes, there we go. Yes. Sorry, I went off to use the facilities. Before I knew it. Yes, the horns of Hades had descended upon us. Kiralius says, Mr. B, you're my favourite skibbity rhymer. Thank you very much indeed. So we've got a few of us in. Hello, Eli Hirschman. Hello. Sloppy Beaver 69 is in the house. Excellent. Nice to have you back. Hello, Phoenix Aset. Phoenix Aset. There we go. So, here we are. And who's on one's tube? Victoria Derner. More Al? Or AI is that? Wesley Big Sarge, hello. Mr. Tompat 1971, hello. Which way T the bar? 44M4 NYVH41. Welcome. Yes, terrible apologies for the dreadful noise at the start. I have no idea how that came about, but there we go. Hello, Jens M. Hello, Martin. Hello, sir. Hello from Felix Stowe, says Martin. Big up, Felix Stowe. So, excuse me. I've not been talking all day. I've been tromboning all day. That's what I've been doing. My dear old chum, call him the K-Man, perhaps. Some know him as K, Rude Word and the Gang. He's written a musical. Shall I tell you? I'll tell you about it. It's going to happen. He just wanted me to play some trombone on it, not knowing that I still can't play the trombone. It's called Shannon Matthews the Musical. He's making a film of it. Some of you, our UK friends, may know the story of Shannon Matthews, a young girl who was apparently kidnapped, but then it turns out she was kidnapped by her mum and her mum's deadbeat boyfriend and hidden under a bed while they were on the television crying and what have you. Because they wanted to make, apparently they thought they could make 50 grand. So there you go. Hello, Barry. Yes, K and the Gang. Yes, non-stop boning I've been doing. And yes, he's written a load of songs for it. And I think the musical itself's already been performed at the Edinburgh Fringe. It's Daily Mail bait, isn't it, really? But he asked me to play some trombone on that. And so I have done that. Yeah, but that's probably why my voice is so knackered, because I've spent all day going non-stop boning. So, yes, I've been doing that today. What else has been happening? This and that, all sorts of upheavals and what have you. I seem to, okay. But today I'm going to, what I've done, as we may know, those of us that at least have been on Twitch for the last probably at least 2 years, I've been animating a video for my song The House. And yes, I'd finished it. So what I'm doing though is a couple of little adverts for it. I've already put one up on @GentlemanRhymer Instagram. So have a look at that. I've got another one which I'll probably put up in the next couple of days. And then there'll be another couple before the thing's released. But yes, it's the House Remixes EP. I've got some remixes done. One of which you started to hear there. I'm going to see if I can get that to work again. If it starts going crazy again, then we'll leave it. What have we got? Here's a bit of the Moab remix. Big up Moab.
Wouldn't we just have things to be the way that we imagined that they used to be, but actually was
On the show overload.
actually was.
Bit of wob wob. And a bit later on it's well nice. A little bit of garage for us. So there's a bit of that one. And then we've got we've got 2 remixes by Matt Bob Chuck, otherwise known as Matty T, who's actually my cousin and is on here often. He's done a couple of remixes. This one's called the Galini Sweatshirt Mix. I'm going to whiz it on a bit. There's a great little... There we go. There's a little break in a build here. This is magnificent. Hair flop already in effect. So there's a bit of that one. Then he's done the Y Cardigan remix. Now the titles of these remixes are a thing. We've got a thing going on a little WhatsApp group, as much as this early 80s British, largely male youth fashion that's basically disappeared from the internet. If any of you are able, Matt Bob Chuck, here he is. If any of you are able to find photos of either the Galini tricolor sweatshirt, I've seen a couple of photos now, but we had to dive deep for them, and also the Y cardigan. They were very popular in the early 80s for the youth in probably maybe the south of England, perhaps, I don't know, but literally you can find nothing. Not a single picture. So if anyone wants to tweet at Gentleman Rhymer or send me a message on Instagram. I don't think you can't put links on Twitch. You can probably do it on YouTube for you YouTube types. Anyway, here's a little bit of the Y Cardigan remix. On a Wizzy Ford. And again, whizzing it off. I'm gonna get... There you go, there's a bit of that. Then we've got the remix by the Major, which you started to hear until the Horns of Hades broke in.
With the living room, dining annex, and kitchen downstairs, they have 3 bedrooms upstairs. In its drive to put every man by his own fireside.
Exactly, Fairfax. And now, a video for every remix. Yes, well, we're doing a little bit of that now. Anyway, on it goes. Fat bass.
House in a suburban South London street called out to me. Less than exquisite, it beat me to quiz it. I asked if it is possible to visit the good old days when all was great, because people around here seem scared of late. It's the way that we imagine.
So there's that one. And then last but not least, the Jason Rollbars remix, who you may have seen Jason as a guest on Isolation a couple of weeks ago. Give AI the original. I can't give AI the original. We're all been out of a job. Here's the Jason Rollbars acid style mix. Hello Kitty. Hello Dixonium on One's Tube. Hello Marky Rich. Big up to all you YouTube types. Hello Dark Dragon GTX. Anyway, on it goes.
The house. The house.
Anyway, on it goes. There you go, there's the Jason Rollbars remix for you as well. I hope you enjoyed all them. When's it out? Asks Kitty. Yes, well, it's out on the 5th of April, which will be the next Bandcamp Friday. It'll be out on Bandcamp first. Bandcamp, Mr.B the Gentleman Rhymer.bandcamp.com. It'll be on there first. Also, I'm going to make compact discs of it, which will be available first of all, they'll be available on my UK tour. And then after that, they will be available to the general public. And then after that, it'll go on streaming services. So lots to look forward to there. Now, let's see if I can get it played on the radio. They used to play it on the radio. Hello, DeFairy. Hello, hope you're well. So what's happening on OneTube? So yes, that's happening. Am I looking at YouTube or Twitch chat more? I'm trying to be fair. I'm probably slightly more on Twitch because we've been doing this on Twitch for a couple of years. So YouTube, live YouTubing is a new thing for me. So, although that said, that the picture is a little bit better on YouTube, but never mind that. Tech Chap. Whatever you want to do, either of them, I will be with you. Hello, Steam Powered Art. Nice to see you. Hello, Goth Steve. Hello. So, that's been happening. I'll tell you what else is happening on the new tour. Wait there, give us a moment. I'll be right back. Wait there. Yeah, let this entertain you for a moment. I'll show you something. Not a cult. 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 Right. Just got these done. I'm going to do an unboxing. Or I've already done an unboxing video, but I've not put it out yet because I don't want to get people too overexcited. But just got these done. The brand new. Oh, these are so nice. Just got them printed up. The brand new Mr.B, the Gentleman Rhymer pocket squares. Look at that. Purest silk. Feel the quality. Feel the quality there. Are designed by Lady C. Look at that paisley. Yes, the brand new Mr.B, the Gentleman Rhymer pocket squares. And they're probably big enough, should you be inclined, to wear as a little scarf around the neck, if that's the sort of thing you do. I got them done quite large, so they'll fit in your pocket, but, tie it up there. Awfully tasteful. Perhaps for the ladies, or the more scarf inclined. An ascot, that's it. You will be able to get one from gentlemanrhymer.com. I am again going to... These are strictly limited edition. There's not that many. But I will put them up... I'll be flogging some on my spring tour, which is happening, obviously, in England on... where are we? Starting April. There we go. There's a little cover for that. The House remixes. And there's the spring tour. Actually, that's the old one. Starts in Nottingham. Sunderland is now on the 5th of May. So it's Nottingham on the 6th of April at the Saltbox Bar. Bristol Old Market Assembly on the 19th of April. Sheffield Cabaret Boom Boom on the 20th of April. London Water Rats along with Goethe and Tom Carradine and Thomas Benjamin Wilde Esquire. No More Fucks to Give guy. That's the Water Rats on the 26th of April. Then the 28th I'm playing at the Reindeer at Norwich. Then the 3rd at the New Cross Inn in London. And then the 4th at Cambridge Tyne and Gown. So that's all terribly exciting. I'm just going to take this off because I look a bit like a cowboy rather than a milk tray man. So yeah, it's rather nice, isn't it? I was very, very happy with that. Big up Hatley Print for making that for me. Yes, who changed the Water Rats gig? Anyway, what are we going to do today? What I'm going to do is... don't worry, Goth Steve. I'll be back at the South Coast. I live there. ASAP. So, fear not. I'll be back. There's also, after that, there's festival season. I'm going to announce to you now, I've just been booked for Glastonbury. So that's nice. I'll be playing the Croissant Nerve Tent. Opening the Croissant Nerve Tent 9 o'clock on the Thursday night. Should any of you be going there? Then there's Witchwood Festival, Tramlines Festival. Well, various others. There are many. So it should be laughs. So, what I think I'm going to try and do here is just have a little bit of another bit of a procrastination, you see. Sorry, procrastination. There it is there. That's it, you see. It's just him there. I'm going to be drawing. Animating, as it were. So I've taken a little bit. I think I'm just going to animate mouth movements. Not the legend slot, no, sadly not. Well, kind of, you know, the Thursday evening legend slot. So, here we go. I'm going to go over here to Rough Animator. And what I've done is, I've taken this little bit of the major remix.
Wouldn't we just love things to be the way that we imagined that they used to be, but actually what? But actually what? Wouldn't we?
So I don't think I'd necessarily going to animate all of that, but what I will do is have a little go at doing some of it anyway. Give it a little go. And yes, we'll see what we can do. So I think I'm just going to animate the mouth. So what I'll do is first draw one of those fellas. And it starts with a wood. So the wood w sound is just that. Maybe that's too high up, actually. Maybe I'm going to put it a bit lower down. Maybe I'm going to go larger. Fill that in. And let's just paint those in. And so the W sound is just that. Maybe even smaller. It's at the start of W, wouldn't we?
Wouldn't we just love things?
Okay, so all I do now is copy that over. Paisley moustache. They are Paisley moustaches. Exactly, yes. Maybe I should... Oh, actually, no. You've given me a terrible idea now. Just putting some... Oh, that'd be a terrible idea. I think I'd be better off just colouring it in rather than... So then there's the D sound. Oh no. Start that again. I'm going to do these separately. Give that a little bit more welly down there. Colour it in. D sound. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to have a little go on Google. Putting cartoon mouth sound shapes. That'll do us. One of those. So, what have we got? La la la. Yeah, it's just a sort of like that, isn't it? Okay, colour that bit in there.
Wouldn't we just?
Okay, that's basically the same. Is the mouth too far low, below the moustache? I don't really care. Colour those bits in. Another one there, what have you. And then again, back to the W sound. Colour that in, colour that in, colour that in. If I had the time, I'd do all sorts of, decoration on the paisley-looking moustache, but I don't want to be here all night. I've got things to do. I've got some packing to do. I'm going to an art do in Weymouth with Lady C at the weekend. Exactly, and we thought the video creation for the house was over. Well, you were wrong. Well, it's just a little bit for an ad. Then what I'm going to do is mix in bits of the actual video, all that sort of thing. It'll be fine. Right, where are we? Let's go over here. And over here. So that's stuck at the E. Obviously, these look nothing like my teeth. My teeth are not so great. So the J sound, what's that? A J. It's probably the same. Do feel free to also, all yourselves go on to Google and look for the cartoon mouth sounds. J. Come on, where's the J? E, X, Y, Z, Q, W, M, P, B, J. What was it? It was giving us a J. That's odd. I've got a lot of these different mouth sound things here, and there's not a J among them. How odd. Cartoon mouth sound. I'm just going to write J. How odd. Okay, there's a J. J. Okay, so it's sort of mouth closed. Pull that out there a bit. J. Where are we? So it's a bit like that. Can we go a little higher? Again, it's probably the same as those other ones. J. Okay, colour that in. Oh, and that one. S is a similar sound. Let's make that moustache nice and large. Large it up. I'm just going to extend the mouth out slightly from that. Just make it into a bit more of a smile. So J is like that, and that's. I'm sure I'm making an enormous amount of sense to everybody. Okay, the fun one. The L shape. Oh, crikey. Suddenly the moustache has grown enormous. Sometimes what I'm going to do after this one, remind people to go back and reference what the first picture looked like. Because the way I draw these things, they could suddenly just everything starts growing or getting smaller. There we go. I'm going for that. That's an L. some colour in the bit of that. Right. Okay. So what was the first one like? Like that. So I'm going to go a little bit more like that. A bit more up and down. See, that's not big enough there. Just colour those in. And that's just La There you go. V sound. Get that tash on the go. Then so it kind of goes like that, but then the bottom it goes like that. Something like that. No, actually, you know what? That doesn't really look like. It's going to go back to that. V sound. V. Yes, more just slightly closed. Hold on. Close enough. Just having a quick check-in with everyone. How's everybody on OneTube? Everybody well? Hello, Matthew from Canada. Big love to Canada. Carol asks, what program are you using? I'm using a program just called Rough Animator. It's a very simple, just as they call it, onion skinning thing, where you just, you draw, and then you get the next frame and you draw that, and you can see a ghost of the last frame, as it were, the onion skin of that. And it's just been great. I've thoroughly enjoyed. I made the I Can't Be Asked video. Go to YouTube and watch I Can't Be Asked by Mr.B the Gentleman Rhymer. Booking a ticket for the York gig. Is there a York gig? Very good. And he's got an acting gig tomorrow. Good man. We have an actor in our midst. That's what we like to see. Okay, what have we got so far then?
Wouldn't we just love things?
That's not so bad, is it? So now we've got the start of a TH sound. I'm going to sort of big this moustache up slightly because I sense that I might be crawling down the screen slightly. So TH is a little bit like, yeah, it's like a smile. You got the teeth on the go. You also got a bit of the tongue out. There you go, something along those lines. Sort of. Okay. I'm going to try and move down the screen slowly with this moustache because I feel like we're all at the top of the screen at the moment. So I'm going to do that. Apologies to any of you who may have tuned in expecting some kind of banging isolation night or something like that, or some live chat up, but this is it, you see, with the new live, this new Mr. B's new stream thingy. It's a lucky dip. Every week may be different. Now, I don't know if I'm around next week or possibly the week after, sadly. But what I do want to do is make sure everyone gets their, tell you what, I'll come on here. Get your Biscuit Vision 2024 ideas in. We've already got a few tunes. Biscuit Vision is something we did a couple of years ago during lockdown, and it was splendid fun and just thoroughly enjoyable for all involved, I hope. I loved it anyway. Basically, I got people to... during the School of Chap-Hop, I'd be writing lots of tunes just off the top of the bonts. And so I thought, why didn't get other people to write songs? So we got... I just told everyone to write yourself a song, record it. Just record like into the phone. Record you singing the song that you've made up. And then at some point, we come on here. I get onto Logic, my digital audio workstation, and we work up a tune for you. And then at the end of the year, in I think it was 21, I think it was, crikey, end of 21, we had a little isolation party on Mixcloud, and we had a vote to decide who would be the winner. And the winner was Yompa with Pants Drunk. So if you fancy doing that, you can email Mr.B, MRB, at gentlemanrhymer.com, or get in touch with me on Instagram or YouTube or whatever you like, or via gentlemanrhymer.com, or indeed join the Guild of Chap-Hop, patreon.com/Mr.B the Gentleman Rhymer. For as little as a couple of quid a month, you get all sorts of freebies. I'm just working on polishing off a compilation called Mr.B the Gentleman Balladeer, which is... I got a picture of that on my little field telephone. No, I don't think I do. Never mind. Sort of my slow jams. A few old slow jams and a couple of new ones as well. Hello, Carol. An artist family here. Always looking for fun, new toys to play with. Excellent. That's what we'd like to hear. No, Rough Animator is really splendid fun. I've got a little tablet here. Just a little Wacom thing that I'm scribbling on. I should probably put a little camera on that, but this is the thing. Sometimes the procrastination is the easiest one to set up. So sometimes it's worth just doing that. Just to keep it simple. Anyway, onward and ever upward. What's next? Let's see how far we've got.
Wouldn't we just love things to be?
And that, again, is going to be a... It's going to go up like that. Sort of a big smile on that one. It's kind of the E sound. What's the NG then? NG? It's probably yeah, I think it's probably similar to that, but not as smiley. Again, just trying to crawl down the screen a little bit. Let's colour that in. There we go. Have you? Teeth are going to look weird. That's just inevitable. And then there's a S, which is again a similar looking thing. Let's colour that in. Unfortunately, I don't think you can see my little cursor on the screen when I'm doing this, but there you go. And again, it's an S sound, which looks like... Where are we? Where's the S sound? TS. Now a T sound. You know, it's laborious this, but perhaps, you know, it's a way of passing the evening, isn't it? Anyone any good jokes? I could, of course, try and find some jokes in my little joke file as we go along. I've been holding this pen too long. My phone doesn't recognise my finger anymore. Okay, some bad jokes coming up. I poured a root beer into a square glass, and now I just have beer. Exciting joke there. I went into a video shop and asked if I can borrow Batman Forever. He said, no, you've got to bring it back tomorrow. Brilliant. I told my wife that she'd drawn her eyebrows on too high, and she looked surprised. Okay, ooh sound now, that's a bit more fun. I can never draw that bit quick enough. I mean, low enough there. There's the ooh.
Love things to be.
Okay. Then we'll have the B sound, which is just, I think it's just closing the gob, isn't it, basically? Right, any of these come in? Hello, Mr. Debon. What's Mary short for? Because she got little legs. Where does John McClane take all the broken toys? Where does John McClane take all the broken toys? And knackered Tommy Plaza. Very good, very good. Well done. Fairfax Zake, well played. Barry73 says, do you hear about the man? Did you hear that the man who invented the knock-knock joke is finally being recognised? He's getting the Nobel Prize. That's brilliant. Well played. Uh-oh. Have we started a new thing? I do hope not. Okay, where are we? We're on this.
Wouldn't we just love things to be?
Whoops. I hadn't put it on the draw. I'd put it on the colour in bit. And again, we go up for there. Oop. Yeah, another one again. Another E sound. Oh, no, hang about. Let's see what the original moustache looks like and what it looks like now. All over the shop. Give it a bit more of that. Love things to be. And another E sound. It's a lot of E sounds on this one. A lot of E sounds. Where is Winthorpe? I'm sure he has got any supplier jokes. Have I got any more here? What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One is really heavy and the other one is a little lighter. There we go. How many opticians did it take to change a light bulb? Oh, that's not. How many opticians did it take to change a light bulb? Is it 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Wonderful. I didn't make up these. Make up these? Make these up. I did not make these up, these. I'm just going to refer back to that original one. I'm going to try and make it look like that. I'm sure it was like wider like that, wasn't it? It sort of went up and down. I don't know. So I'm going to keep going with that E shape. Crikey. News editor's picks. Midlife loneliness. Bloody Nora. Well, I hope if any of you out there are struggling with midlife loneliness, then I hope I can be of a little assistance here as many Tuesday evenings at least as I can. That's what I think, we tried, didn't we? During lockdown. Okay. Wait, I'm going to refer to that original one again. So that was much more like that, wasn't it? Up and down, like, oh, crikey, all over the show. I'm going to just show the tongue a little bit there, as it were. And then, that's the first one. That's miles bigger there, isn't it? Colour that in. See, you can do this if you are terrible at drawing. I'm terrible at drawing on screen, you see. And so that sort of sound was a bit sort of... a little bit like that. Not as rowdy as the L. Not sort of sticking your tongue right out, but just sort of... I don't know if you can really tell if that's what it's supposed to be, but there you go. Maybe not those. Okay. I tend to get a stiff neck at the end of these. So that's just the So then it'll be way after that, you see. So I just shouldn't refer to the original one. Whoa, well, there we go. Coloured it all in again. In a sec, let me get back to you lot. You got any gags? So have I bigged up Bazweed? Yeah, hello Bazweed. Hope you're well, my friend. We must get together at some point soon. I know that in YouTube you can see how many people from where watch your videos. Oh, can you? Does this work on Spotify too? I've no idea, actually. Don't ask me techie questions, I'm afraid. Help me player one. I have no idea. I'm just trying my best. Hello, Chemromance. I do stream, indeed, every now and again. This is on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time. I had McDonald's food earlier. It was actually hot. Crikey. What's green and has wheels? Grass. I lied about the wheels. Very good. Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much. Mr. Little B. Actually, I did put a little video up the other day of me drumming over on Instagram, of me drumming over the top of the original version of the house, and Mr. Little B was in there watching. The filthy little swine.
Wouldn't we just love things to be?
Okay, so moustache, put on moustache, and then again, just going for a little w sound. Bosh. Look at that, all in one. The way. A. What's the A? Hold on, let's try it again.
Wouldn't we just love things to be the way that...
So this one, I'm just going to go a little bit more. This is the tail end of the way word. So it's more like an E, so way. Not quite like that. Not quite like that. A little bit like that. That, and then... And whoa, done it again. And then we're going back to the sound, the. Anyone fans of the out there? I love the. I was a huge fan in the 80s. I remember seeing, and they showed that he made videos of every track from Infected, and I remember them showing it on Channel 4. It was very, very good. Oh, you know, I do this. I get a bit of a neck ache, I'm afraid. Okay. That could be the biggest moustache yet. That we. Okay, so we go back to the W shape. There it goes. I realised I just pulled a kind of David Brent face there while I was animating. Busy animating, I got, halfway through a moustache and sort of went like that. Captain Bow's been sent back to the office full-time after very nearly 4 years of working from home, which is shit, and making parenting duties infinitely more complex. Why are people doing it? It was supposed to be a new way of doing things, wasn't it? I bet, Kitty says, I bet Mr. Littleby is planning his revenge for being banished to the Knick-Knackatory. Well, I do hope not. He is a cheeky swine, but I think we've sorted our differences out. That's what I'd like to think. Mr. B versus the Lancashire Hot Pots. That would be a pleasure. Maybe the Mac lads as well. Where are we? Okay, just a little... That for the W. Whoop. Okay. Oh, I've got to try and sit up straight. I think that's it. Can people still see me if I was sitting up straight? What happens? Yeah. It's not a big moustache. Then we're setting up for the M sound, which is a nice, easy one, which is just a closed mouth. That's it. Then an A sound. You know what? I'm going to go back to the start again. Completely different shaped moustache. Ooh. Lady C is a proper designer. She's used to drawing while looking at the screen. I'm used to drawing like this. Head down. That's an A sound. Ma. Hold on, let's try it again. Let's have a look, see what we got.
Imagine that it used to be, but actually was. But actually, wouldn't we just love things to be the way that we imagine that it used to be?
Whoop, coloured everything in again. I'm going to go slightly thinner for that because he's sort of saying G. Bit more teeth. I have my brush size set to 7 pixels, by the way. Pixels.
We imagine.
Okay. I think I might have not put as much imagine into it as I should. If you get, I'm just going to do that basically the same. I should have been a bit more imagine. I've only given it a little bit.
The way that we imagine.
Whoop. Can't it all in again. More teeth, because. Yes, indeed, Giles. We feel like 2020 should have changed things before he's on. We're back to 2019 again. Not all the good bits either. Well, this is it, Captain Bow. It's it is, but still valid, but it is first world problems as much as there are people that are properly struggling to make ends meet and things like that. But also, I mean, I've noticed it from sort of the gig circuit. Well, 125 small venues closed down last year in the UK or in Britain or in England possibly, or I don't know if it's the UK or England, but 125 small venues closed down. My chum Kixie did make a point. They keep selling them as like, these are the feeder gigs. These are the gigs that big bands played, when they first started out. And part of you thinks, yes, they are, but they're also gigs that people play. People that are not big, like me, that play anyway. It's not just a feeder club. It's an actual lifestyle. It's a thing. We like to go to small gigs. Some people like to go to small gigs. Not everybody has to be Beyonce. Anyway.
We imagine.
Let's give him a bit more teeth there. Exactly. We want the small venues alive, not because we want to hear the new Coldplay. It's because we want to see small bands playing in small venues, because that's where they belong, and that's where they get to be close to people and get to see see actual reactions rather than, someone far away and just a mass of people far away. Where are we now then?
The way that we imagine.
Okay, let's set up for the TH sound again. There's some teeth. Yes, this thing as well, it's a lot of, this generation don't go to gigs as much as they used to, because previously, really, I think the mid-90s saw the end of rock and roll, as it were, as a proper, not a going concern, but just as a means of rebellion and a means of new things happening, because then it's now the internet is the new rock and roll, really. That's where things happen. So a lot of people still live on the internet. The Dental Man rhyme, a very good Fairfax, thank you. That's all right, okay, I got my rant in. Ignore me, I'm just bouncing. Fancy a pint and all that, let's forget it all for now. Sit me opposite the library in town, we'll have a fortified wine. You can support my rhyme, but when I'm caught in my time, I've got bitterness to mine. All day revels in a cognitive funk. I'm planning on turning all my plans to junk, but my spirit lifts when I see the faces of certain structures in urban places. That's Red Brick Municipal Buildings by Collapse Lung. New Collapse Lung stuff will be happening as well. Okay, I think I'm going to be going in with another TH sound. So I'll basically do, I think, almost the same shape. Pop that tongue out again. A little bit. Colour those bits in. Full moustache. Helmet Player One says, wait a second, we need to get into these discussions, I think. Helmy Player One says, what's your least favourite musical genre? I don't know. I don't want to be a hater. And I don't want to surprise people by saying sometimes there are certain strands of electro swing that I find quite unbearable, which is, But there you go. I didn't want to diss my own people, really, because I do love a load of it. Carol says, we're loving small venues. We saw Here Come the Mummies last week in a small old theatre. Amazing. Lovely. El Presidente says, I would disagree with the internet being the new rock and roll. It shields from it being with... Oh, yeah. Well, I mean... It's just what the kids are up to, and it's what, you know, it's the new folk devil in a way. People, if someone does something crazy, people will always wonder what they're looking at online, whereas they used to just think, oh, well, they're listening to rock and roll then. Lone Digger by Caravan Palace. Yeah, I mean, there are bangers. This is it. This is why I don't want to diss, really. Where are we? Anyway, let's move on from me dissing things. Okay, what noise are we making here?
The way that we imagine.
Okay. Okay, so I've got the TH there. I'm conscious I've found this with doing these videos. When you're making the shape of the mouth for the sound, often I realise you make the shape before you make the sound, if you get my drift. So if someone's saying, if you're going they, you go, if it's in slow motion, if you're saying they, you're saying they. So you're making the shape of the sound before the sound happens. If I'm making any sense whatsoever. Okay, another one of those sounds. I think a couple of A sounds. Oh, hello. I've gone for it on that one. That's all over the shop, that Tash. Whoop, did it again. Whoop, I did it again. Okay, thin moustache this time. I like wobbly animation. I remember things like, you know, Roger Hargreaves' Rhubarb and things like that, which I'm sure many of you on here will remember. And I love the wobbliness of that generally, and the way it's all just done with magic markers. Okay, I'm going for that sort of shape. Actually, I'm going to give him a bit more teeth. That's a very wonky moustache there, you see. Ooh. Just colouring that little tiny bit in there. You. And one. Whoa, I've done it again. Go back to the brush. Oh, hold on. I like the... Oh, I've done it again. Right, let's see what gets from the start.
Wouldn't we just love things to be the way that we imagine them they used to be?
How many frames have we done though? 50 so far. Oh. And what I'll do then, in the next couple of days, I'll pop this all together on iMovie and make another little ad for the EP. were Jive Bunny around the same time as Collapse. I know they're a little earlier actually. Exactly. I did once. That's the thing. I did once go to an early electro swing thing about 12 years ago or so, and the DJ did play Jive Bunny. How have all the house moves and settling ins and flats and things gone? Thank you, Kate. Largely well. Largely well. There's some emotional things going on, but yeah, hopefully everyone's going to be just fine. Hello, Sir Raka. Steampad Art, got to skedaddle. Nice to see you. Lieutenant Havoc. Any thoughts on who will end up winning this year's Eurovision? I have absolutely no idea. What have we got there? On one's tube. Well, I want to point out I met a younger than me. Okay. Young punks have disconnected from the net culture. Well, this is great. I mean, it's nice to have these subcultures that are doing things differently. And that's always going to happen. But, the prevailing wind is the internet wind, as it were, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, still going to be a ooh sound on this. Then an S sound, which will look like I've done it before on here, so I should remember, shouldn't I? Really? Let's just colour that moustache in because it looks terrible. S. Ooh. The T is similar to the S, but not as sort of grinning. T sound, T and S, very similar. There you go. Bit of that, bit of that, bit of that. How different is this from the original one? It's completely different. It's down there for starters. There we go. Might look a little bit more like the original. Okay, now the ooh sound. And then a B sound. Which is nice and easy. Bosh. Ooh, no. See, that one's over there, and that one's down there. Never mind. Yeah, it's crawled across the screen slightly, isn't it? Not to worry. Okay, and another E one there. Ooh, somewhere in the middle of those, yeah, that's where that is really. Yep. B. Oh no. I did try and move it down the screen though, didn't I? So that was one thing I was trying to do. So it is, you know, the shift across the screen is fine. Wob, 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 wob. Oh. So yes, 5th of April, this EP is coming out, or mini album. It'll be out on Bandcamp. What do we do?
Used to be, but used to be.
So he's just going to be slightly closing his mouth, I think, on this one. Just going to erase that teeny little bit there. So, you know, I might just go as far as this, you see, and then add something else in there, but, you know, change it up in the edit and all that. So that's just, you know, relaxed. Okay, so I can go to... Whoa, that's a big tash. So that's the B sound. Stop colouring bits in. And that's just a but. Let's get some teeth in there, just give them a little bit of space. But. Oh. Okay, wait a second. Let me give my fingers a quick rest. Right, let's get back to you lot for a second. Give the fingers a bit of a, yes, a bit of a rest. Okay, what have we got? Hobby Player 1. Am I the only one who's confused about when subculture starts or ends? I mean, it's an amorphous thing, isn't it? A subculture is merely a culture which is not part of the mainstream. You know, I suppose a croquet enthusiast would be a subculture of sport, because the main culture is whatever football. That was more of a submarine reference. Very good. So Raka says, you try my career path, for I can tell you from first-hand experience, the elevator industry and the crane solutions industry is truly and well full of ups and downs. Very good, well played. Yes, correct, Fairfax, very good. Any subculture begins when enough people from a similar interest coalesce, and it gathers momentum and ends when everyone gets bored of it. Yes, sometimes they never end. To be honest, I've never, Baz says, to be honest, I've never been good at recognising various genres, and just like lots of stuff on different occasions. Anything live and a bit bouncy suits me. Exactly, my friend Jim, with whom I run Cinema Crapadiso. Incidentally, Cinema Crapadiso in the flesh is returning to Brighton to a pub called the Caroline of Brunswick next Monday, April Fool's Day, the 1st of April, and we'll be showing a mystery good bad film. And I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. It's been a long time coming, so we're back. Because I did a talk last week about good bad films at a night called Video Effects in Brighton, where people do talks about, various things. We had a chap who was a video activist for trade unions on there. He did an excellent talk. And a lady doing a talk about a book she'd written called Why We Love the Matrix. And she also wrote a book called Why We Love Die Hard. So it was thoroughly interesting. But yes, bad movie lovers, that's another little subculture. Terrible films that are mesmerising at the same time. Kitty, get down here on Monday then. Cinema Crapadiso. The Caroline of Brunswick is an excellent sort of rocky, gothy pub in Brighton. So Raka says, yes, Chap-Hop is a great example of a subculture that would never, ever become mainstream. I know, won't will it? I'm going to be skint forever. Do join the Patreon. There was that good bad film with Clint Eastwood in. Got a bit ugly in places too. I'm not sure what that one was. Some chap in politics did once say he liked the genre, but he was the wrong type of chap. I'd like to see Sir Reginald Pike de Vanter Squire come back as well. I met him in Minneapolis. No, was he in Minneapolis? No, he was in Philadelphia a few years ago at a steampunk convention. He was a lovely chap, and he was a very, very funny man as well. Very, wrote lots of good stuff. Oh, very good. Sorry. Sorry, Fairfax. I completely didn't get the joke. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Hello, Whiskey Apocalypse. Gosh, it's been a while. I don't know. Has it been a while? I hope. Well, anyway, welcome back. And here we are. Let's get on with this for a little bit. Back to the animating. Let's see what we've got so far. I mean, all we're doing is mouth things. We're doing mouth stuff.
Wouldn't we just love things to be the way that we imagine them they used to be, but actually what?
Oh, suddenly the left side's bigger than the right. There we go. Okay, another ah sound. Colour the tash in. Okay, so we've got a sort of K sound and a CH sound coming up. Let's see how we do with those. Hey! That's the first time that I didn't fill in a gap properly there all night. It's usually peppered with me not filling gaps in. So a K sound is sort of like that. K. See a J and K, they just don't like to show them up, do they? CH, G, K, K. CH, yes, it's just a bit more closed. Ka-ching. Oh, I've gone overboard. Oh no, look at that, I'm all over the shop. Let's try and keep it together. So going back to the start again to see what. Look at that, it was so much different. Whoop, there we go, colouring it all in again. Already moustache. Whoa. Ah, yes, I have to just join those two little bits up there. Okay, time for the fun L sound shape. Tongue out. Actually. Okay, I'll do one more on the E sound. Yeah, bit of that. Nope. Let's just colour that bit in there. And then we go back to the start of the W sound. Just a little one. Oh, I'm going to stretch out. Oh, yeah, bugger. You know, one day I'll actually, I know it's taken 2 years to make the video for this, but the original album version, probably more. But there's still part of me that thinks I'd love to have the patience to actually take my time on each frame and try and do things well. Watched this a really lovely video of it's almost set up as a sort of ASMR video from Japanese animators working on an anime thing, and it's just, they're just so very skillful. And they take their time on every single frame, and it makes me feel a little bit ashamed that I'm just mucking about. Look at this. I mean, look at that moustache, and that's probably the best one I've drawn all night. Okay, where's my N sound? N shape. Yeah, it's this sort of teeth together type thing. T sound. What does that look like? T. A bit like that, but just a little bit more. Letterbox mouth. Carry on with that T sound. Whoa, there, I've done it again. Right, I'm going to draw one more here for now and then return to you lot. Right, let's see what we got. How many frames have we done? 77, have we? That's not too bad.
Wouldn't we just love things to be the way that we imagined that they used to be, but actually was?
And that's still a T sound. I'm going to do another T sound. I'm on it now. We are the Corinthians indeed. Hello, Crispin. Hello, Crispin. Studio Jiggly. I like that. Someone make a note of that. Kitty, make a note of that. Studio Jiggly. Actually, that's... I'm sure someone's done it. But Fairfax Zake, if I can nick that off you, that'll have to be my animation house. One day I will do an animation not on stream as well, so I'll just sit there in silence for hours and hours on end. Sloppy Beaver 69, funnily enough, says, "Ooh, always a fan of doing mouth stuff. Very good." Oh, I did see someone talking about Hudson Hawk, and the writer of the movie got involved in the thread. That's nice. Yes, I think that's it with Sir Reginald. He has lots of non-musical things going on. Eating counts as mouth stuff. Yes, yes. I would say so. Right then. Ah, there you go. Yes, there is a YouTube short show about a yellow animated dog called Chicken Nugget and his animal friends. There you go. So what have we got there over on YouTube? Hello, you lot. Ah, Martin enjoyed the Ipswich recital. Thank you. Shame that not that many... Well, I don't think it was necessarily that not that many attended. It was just that the venue was too big. I think, bless him, Wing Commander Dolling, who booked it for me, I think he got overexcited and thought that I'd be able to fill like a massive church hall in Ipswich, but that's just not what I do. Hello, Zanos Carthage. I very much enjoy your music. Thank you for showing your art. Well, thank you very much indeed. It's all tied into the same thing. Ahoy, hoy, Harvey Midnight. I hope you're well, my friend. Right, let's get back on this, shall we? Oh, I fancy a sherry. You know what? I've just come back to the pen. Suddenly it just seems a lot more comfortable in my hand. I've no idea why. Oh, no. Missed that one. There we go. Okay, so now we've got I think we'll get to the end here. How many have I done so far? This is frame 80 of 110. So it's just going to be There you go. Simply a moustache and someone just with his gob shut for once in his life. I'm actually a very quiet man, you know. I'm not a loud mouth. So the next few oh, he's done it again. The next few frames are just going to be this, really. So I'll get cracking with them, get them done. See this. How many seconds is this? It's got to be... Crikey, I don't know. It's a few, though. There you go. Got to do something. Can't have him sitting there doing nothing for that long. He's licking his lips, waiting for the next line. In the song, people, in the song. Oops. God, there's a lot of these. A little bit of Margaret McPoyle on the go there. For any of you Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans. Right, the tongue's going back the other way now. Lady C's sitting in the other room designing. I'm sure she's wondering what on earth's going on here. Right, the tongue's going the other way now. Right, let's see. Hold on a second. Let's go through it.
Wouldn't we just love things to be the way that we imagine them it used to be, but actually was. But actually,
There you go. Where are we? Okay. Taking a breath there, quick breath. Okay. Just going to drop out that a little bit there. Ooh, excuse that. And that there. Okay, going down into a T shape. And then a sound. Maybe I should have put some whimsical music in the background of this? No, maybe not. Oh, crikey. Right, I'm going back to you lot for a second because my neck and hand are killing me. So I'm popping back to you lot for a mo. What have we got then? Let's have a look at you YouTubers first. Hello, all 10 of you or so at the moment. That's fine. Watto, Alex McDonald. Alex McDonald used to be my old friend and neighbour from way back. Strictly Oral, yes, very good. Where are we? What show's about a girl who gets turned into a chicken nugget? It sounds like Rick and Morty or something. Yeah, the gentleman is quite amusing. Studio Jiggly. Yep, someone else is doing it, so never mind. Could be the longest moustache animation in history. Not yet, it's not. Studio Wiggly. Studio Wiggly, yes. Voodoo abounds indeed. I can't wait for the Mr.B branded neck and wrist braces. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Oh, why don't we just go... Oh, hello. Oh, why don't we just get the pocket square? Just go like that. Oh, that might help. You never know. There you go, lovely. Keep it warm anyway. Are you ready to face Professor Elemental in London? There's no facing. We're just going to do a show together. Not a lot of facing goes on. That was years ago. But yes, I'm looking forward to it. And in Bristol as well. We're doing a show together in Bristol. Should be fun. Look at that big smiley act. So I think then we go back into the sort of teeth, mouth closed teeth thing. Yeah, that sounds, so it's a little bit more. Yeah, colour those in, colour those in, colour those in. Scrub that bit out there. Yeah. Surely weren't. Oh dear, a bit much. and go back to the, my favourite, the L shape. Pop that tongue out. I think we're nearly there. So I didn't put the last weren't in there because I thought I'd move on from there. There we go. So yes, the last weren't isn't actually featured on this little bit of animation. If you get my drift, you will get it in a minute. So there's another, that kind of E sound shape. Oh, no. Let's join that together. Ah, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing that thing again. Sorry, people. Do look a proper cowboy. Oh, look at that. Yes, do look a little cowboy. Pretty cheeky. Sorry, I'd forgotten to go onto the animation screen while I was doing those last bits of animation. Yes, that's another thing that does happen. So, Raka, I'm sorry about that. Martin Balmforth discovered me after seeing a video of some upstart doing a song about tea. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what goes on there. It's just Wednesday morning where you are then. Yeah, AETSD. Whereabouts are you then? Let me know. Sloppy Beaver says, no, Mr. B looks like a lovely proper cowboy. That's what we want to do. Lovely proper cowboys. Oh. Literally only got a couple of frames to go. Colour that bit in. Tiny little thing for the start of the weren't. Just scrub out that little apple core at the top. Refill that. Getting all exacting. And there, my friends, for the time being, I think that's it, because I stopped it. So I assumed on iMovie I would sort of just change the scene slightly. So let's see what we've got.
Wouldn't we just love things to be the way that we imagine them they used to be, but actually want? But actually, wouldn't we just love things to be the way that we imagine them they used to be, but actually want? But actually, wouldn't we just love
there we go, I'm leaving this on a loop now for the rest of the night.
But actually want? But actually, wouldn't we just love things to be the way that we imagine them they used to be, but actually want? But actually, wouldn't we?
Actually got slightly smaller, didn't it, throughout the thing. So there you go, I'm saving that. That I will transfer onto iMovie. And in the next few days, I'm going to remove this now. As it's a pocket square, really. It's supposed to go in top pocket like that. In the next few days, that will become a little ad for the new EP, The House Remixes, by Mr.B the Gentleman Rhymer, featuring remixes by Moab, by Matt Bob Chuck, by Jason Rollbars, and by The Major. Look at that. Nice. Have I got the back cover? probably got it somewhere. Do I have it? There you go. There's the back cover. House, the remixes. Original mix, Moab mix. Matt Bob Chuck Galini sweatshirt mix. Matt Bob Chuck Y cardigan mix. The major mix. Jason Rollbars mix. Blah, 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 blah. T's and C's. And there's your little fella there on the original animation. Yeah, the loop's not bad, is it? Of course. Well, you know, they're tricky chaps to get involved with. The major and Jason Rollbars. They are, you know, they're quite secretive types. But I think at some point, what I might do in the next few weeks is do a little live rehearsal with the major. So I think I might do he might do a little electronic music open mic night. This thing called BMOM, Brighton Electronic Music Open Mic. And they're really brilliant. They just, people who make electronic music come along. They, they get 20 minutes or so to play what they do in a live setting. So it's not don't just DJ. You know, go up there, they play around with toys, muck about with electronic doodads. And it's a really great night, and I want the major to do one of those. So I'll hopefully get that done. So I don't know how many seconds is that. Do I know how many seconds that is? I can work it out. It's about 11 seconds, I think. This is unprecedented. I'm going to have to get my calculator out. So it's 12 frames a second. No, it's 9 seconds. That's all right. That's not bad. I can do this. At some point, again, with the procrastination, as I have done with a few, I did one, started off with my dear departed dad, who sent me a message when England won when was it? 20, would it have been 18? Maybe 2018 World Cup quarter final. And he just sent me a message again. It's coming home, football's coming home. And so I animated that. That was at 24 frames a second, and that took a while. I did one with my mother, and I've done one with my brother, just saying hello. So they're voicemails, basically, and I've exported those and animated them. And they've been a lot of fun. So maybe I'll do those at some point. So there's plenty to do. Maybe, of course, for YouTube people or people that are not here that often, occasionally I'll do an isolation party, in which case I'll let everybody know. Sometimes I like to surprise people and say, whatever we're doing. I often do the School of Chap Hop, which is just me looping things, coming up with tunes on the spot, and playing the banjolele, doing musical stuff. Isolation parties are where this all began, really, and actually where my memoirs begin. I start the whole of my little memoir, Reason to be Unsuccessful, Part 2, which, don't worry, if you can't find it, it's not out yet. And even when it is out, you probably won't be able to find it. But, starts with the isolation parties, which were the 9 isolation parties when I just DJ. But I did one, what actually ended up being 2 nights, when I played nothing but my own music and music that I've been involved in. And it's a good 9 hours or so of nonsense. So good luck to anyone who wants to look at that. It's actually on my Mixcloud, mixcloud.com/gentlemanrhymer. But if I do an isolation party, it's on Mixcloud, because otherwise you just get done for copyright, whereas Mixcloud pays PRS and listens to things, and you all get things done. It's still Tuesday afternoon on your side of the pond, Martin. No, Harvey. Where are we? New Zealand. Excellent, New Zealand. Thank you very much for tuning in, New Zealand. It's nice to have you here. Never been. I'd love to visit. My brother's visited, and he had a lovely, lovely time. This was a number of years ago, but I'm sure it's still delightful. Wobbletronic Studios, a vision of Chap Industries. Wobbletronic. This beat is Wobbletronic. An isolation album to go in with the memoirs. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see about that. Don't want it to be too gimmicky. It's a very serious work of art. You know what? I've been writing the memoir thing, and oddly enough, when I get to the Mr.B bit, because many of you know I've done lots of things in the past, none of them remotely successful. Well, a little bit successful here and there-ish, but not hugely. I got to the Mr.B bit, and I said to Lady C this morning, I can't think of what to write, because largely it's just been lovely, and everything's gone nicely, and it's just been nice. So I'm struggling to work out what's gone on. So if anyone can think of any prompts for any of the stories, tales, and what have you, of Chap Hop, or things that their own memories, let me know. I'm on @GentlemanRhymer on Instagram, or @GentlemanRhymer just generally everywhere on Twitter. I'm not going to call it X until I have to. I wish we had notes for every isolation so I could remember which one was which. Well, Kitty will have had a lot of notes from a lot of isolations, and she sent me over on the Facebook chit chat. So there's every possibility that those sort of things could happen. We could find those things, possibly. You never know. Where are we? So yes, in the meantime, I'm off up to see mother and sister tomorrow, and then we're going to a couple of art things in Weymouth. A few friends of ours from Brighton are doing a couple of things there. So, and then next week got Lady C's sister and the kids coming over, so I might be able to, I was positing the idea of doing an isolation party on mixcloud.com/gentlemanrhymer. And then, but getting the kids involved so they can have a leap around or things like that. So you never know. Might get away with it. Don't know. We'll see. Easter fun. Exactly. Easter fun for the kids. Play some tunes. So I won't be playing any, there'll be no rudery. But it could be worth it. Favor 6 says, I think the world's gone insane. It's £7.50 for a single donut at work. Bloody hell, I hope they're good. I mean, they're donuts, so they will be good, but just anyway. So in the meantime, my friends, always an absolute pleasure to have you here. Thanks so much for joining me. It's been lovely to have you here. You posse on YouTube and on Twitch, and I will see you soon. Possibly not for the next couple of weeks, but after that, I'll get on it, as it were. But the thing is, this is it, real life. I'm off on tour, as I just said, in April. But I'll hopefully get some time to pop in, say hello, and do some mucking about with you lot. Thanks so much. If you've not, do join the Guild of Chap Hop. It's as little as couple of quid a month, and you get free stuff. You get a lovely badge, lovely enamel badge, which is worth it in the first place. And you get, videos I've done, or, little messages, or indeed exclusive tunes, an exclusive album I did last year that no one else heard apart from people on the Patreon. So get to patreon.com/Mr.B the Gentleman Rhymer, should you wish. Thank you so much for joining me. Do support the arts and all that. But, we're all skint. Never mind. Anywho, lots of love to you all. Pip, pip, and cheerio and all that. See you soon.